got my eye. What? Did you say something? No use talking to me, young'un. Can't hear a word you're saying. Both me ears went years ago. Still used to be a vigilant offender till I slipped up. You take it from me. You make sure you put some distance between you before you kill it. Otherwise, whoosh. Eyes, ears, and hair gone. All at the same time. Didn't catch a word. And I'll be honest, being deaf ain't half so bad as you'd think. No one bothering you, asking. Sorry, young'un. No. Sorry, young'un. No. Sorry, young'un. No idea what. Still can't hear ya.
Hey there. Well, as you know, the Jarl is my father. Or, at least, that's what he tells people. What he doesn't tell anyone is that I'm adopted. And the worst part is, I don't even know why he adopted me in the first place. Sometimes I feel more like his prisoner than his daughter. If we weren't trapped in here, I'd run away in a heart. He really is. He's always telling everyone what to do. I don't know how everyone puts up with him. Did you know he calls this place his citadel? And he and his friends don't do any work. Everything gets done by the people down in the city. He'll probably try to make you work for him too. But don't just do whatever he says. People around here should really... You know my father would be upset to hear you ask that. I love it. Me? Father doesn't want me mixing with the common folk. He's all, why don't you read one of the books Gaia brought you? I'm almost 18. I want to have fun, like normal girls my age. Or do anything to... I thought about getting one of those awful Nord tattoos. Father would hate that. But then that bitch Asanchi told me about her skooma habit. I don't want to drink it, but if I get some, I just know I could get that junkie to spill her guts about everyone in this place. How about this? You find me some skooma, or I tell my father you were spying on me while I was in the bar. Oh, I thought I was bored before, but I think I just reached a new level of boredom. Get out of here, and don't come back without skooma.
I'm a little busy, but... Why, you think if you butter me up, I'll start making food for you, too? Forget it. My kitchen's for... Well, fine. My story? I'm the Citadel cook. In this life. Not in... that. Seems like a long time. I was bored. A lot. Started looking for something to do. I was a living cliche. Lost my husband, my home, my easy life. Then, if I couldn't keep myself away from the skooma, I'd have to keep it away from me. So when I found the entrance to this place, I haven't touched the stuff since. Still get the cravings. Sometimes I'd kill for one last spot. I got myself trapped in here for a good reason. No way I'm going back up there. So, no, I don't know where. All right. See you later.
Oh, look. My story, it's about a quiet man who preferred to keep to himself. Yes, I do. What? Oh. So, you went through my belongings, did you? Well, what of it? What do you want? Oh, how noble of you. But I'm quite comfortable here, as you can see. What would be... Now, was there something else you wanted to ask me? You do that.
Work? My story? Well, I'm from Markarth originally. I was doing pretty well for myself, until somebody decided to knock me down the shaft into this place. I had a wife and son. Still up there, I suppose, though they probably think I'm long gone. Meanwhile, I'm stuck down here, supervising workers to earn me keep, waiting for the day that I can get out of here and back to my life in Markarth. I wish. Seems like dwarves designed this place to keep folk in, but the only thing that keeps me sane is thinking there has to be a way out. Well, I'd be lying if I said they're happy, but I'd also be lying if I said I cared. But they seem to have an hard time grasping that somebody around here's got to work the farms, or we all starve. Seems like a decent man at first, but he's got a temper on him. Once he told me he killed a man before he came here. He'll tell you, if you ask. Of course, down here with the dwarves law, a bad temper could land us all in a lot of trouble. I'd keep an eye on that one, if I... Alright, well I'll see you around.
Hello, neighbor. My story? Oh, not much to tell, love. I just work the land, make sure we've got enough food for everyone. Can't afford to run out here, you know? It's hard work. Probably harder than being Jarl, but I don't mind it. Keeps me active as I'm getting on a bit. And I sleep soundly every night. No, love. I don't think he works hard at all. And I'd say the same to his face if I ever saw him. Doing... You know what? I'm not even sure what he does. I know he doesn't keep order. We've got the dwarves. But live and let live, I say. Long as I have a roof over my head and food on my table, and good neighbors like Gulvar, I can't complain. Oh, come on, love. It's not that bad, is it? You've only just arrived. Why not give the place a chance before you go looking for a way out? Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but You might want to talk to Degland over at the Honest Trader. Offered to sell me a way out a while back, but his price was steep. Up to you. Bye for now.
Oh, my what? My story? Oh, do you want to hear about me? I came here with my brother Horrible. He used to look after me, and he said he always would, but then he died. Now, I'm not very good at remembering things. Oh, Horrible said I should only tell someone I trust. Only a way out. Oh, no, I can't leave. Oh, all right.
Can I help you with something? I don't see why I should share it with you. So my wife disappears a couple of weeks ago, and now everybody thinks I know a way out of here. I wish you idiots would just leave me alone. Well, she's not here anymore. That's all I know. How should I know where she went? I woke up one morning and she was just gone. Didn't say goodbye, didn't take anything with her. And now you people won't stop harassing me. And nobody cares that I've lost my wife. They just love a bit of scandal, or to find out how they can get out of here too. You're all animals. I swear I didn't hurt her. I would never. I love her. And if I'd known she was leaving, I keep going over it in my head. Did someone kill her? Maybe she went wandering into the underground tunnels, or into the palace, and never found her way out? But what? Not that it's any of your business, but no, I don't think so. She was loyal, I think. She used to write me love letters. I still have one, somewhere. But even if she'd been seeing someone, she couldn't have kept it a secret in a place this small. Rastasia would have known about it for sure. All right. Please, let me know if you hear anything about Maisie.
What can I do for you, my... You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question. But I'll tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. There are much worse places to live out your days. You might have a few sleepless nights thinking about the dwarves' law. But once you get used to the fear, knowing that a single slip-up could cost you everything, it's not too bad. Nothing new to me, anyways. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. That's about all I know. You should go and talk to Brohl in his chambers if you want. Well, come on back anytime you like.
You and I make a great couple. Oh, I'm... think that saber cats and Khajiit are somehow related? They do seem similar, except that Khajiits are more human. You don't suppose a human and a saber cat... Nope, I'm not going there. People get a little touchy when I say that. That does it! We'll pay for that.
Can I help you with... Yes, it is. Where did you find it? A skeever? You mean she's dead? Oh, I need to see her. One last time. Oh, yes, of course. Maybe it's best if I don't... Please, at least tell me how she died. Do you think the skeever killed her, or did it get to her after she was already dead? A skeever. A bloody skeever. I think I'm going to be sick. Please. I need to be alone. All right. See you around.
There is no need to push.
People seem to think all Nords are racist, but surely that itself is racist. I'm not... racist. Though I just don't like Khajiits. Or Argonians.
Oh, I'm so... You want to hear about little old me? Aren't you adorable? But wouldn't you rather hear what I know? Only one way out of this city, and that's through the bottom of a mug of moonshine, if you get me. Solve all your... But then again, some folks just sits there, night after night. Poor guy. Wish I knew what happened to her. Caught locked... Nobody here locks their door, except the Jarl. I hear there's a locked room on the top floor of the Citadel, but... Did you know that beautiful palace above the lake is sealed? Brawl says the last person to go in there locked it behind him. I wonder... There's something creepy about Marius up in the Citadel. Plus, he never comes down to the tavern. And you just... did you know there are tunnels running all the way under the city? Last one to go down there was Brandis, and it sent him to his deathbed. Did you notice the big crack in the floor near the city gate? They say some poor fool fell to his death trying to scale the front of the citadel. Have you seen Rygus walking around in that shiny armor of his, all paranoid, like those dwarven statues are going to spring to life any minute? Oh, so soon? Well, you know where to find me, honey.
Well, it was a good life. One day, when my father told me to run back to the house and get his axe. So I did. I found him. My mother passed soon after. The raiding started. That was the first time in 5 generations my family. One night, when we had nothing left to steal, I took my father's axe and pulled the door open real quick. Before he knew it, that bandit... But there were more of them. I never saw how many, because the next thing I knew I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke. My home was burned to rubble. It's still burned. Well, at least I got one of the bastards. Cleaved that grin of his right in half. Anyhow, after that, And then one day, I watched. Next thing I knew, I was looking for a place to die. Well, I'm a farmer, but the land I work isn't mine. Metellus had declared himself. I'm not. All I've ever wanted is to make that bloody Jarl. He's no better than the bandits who destroyed my life. But he'll keep... Don't know why you're asking me. Don't know if there's a way out. Fair enough.
Hello, Nate. I'll be seeing you around, love.
Hello. My story. Well, my name is Degland, and I'm a merchant, yeah? But people say to me, Degland, they say, Degland, why are you a merchant? They find it surprising because I'm such an honest and trustworthy person. And sometimes you hear about your merchants who are, you know, dishonest. Well, I say to those people, I'm not like them. My father used to say to me, Degland, you can't be like... And I was, my friend. I was not only just a good boy, I was the best boy. The best boy. My friend, you're in luck. I actually do, but I'll be honest with you, my friend. See, it's only gonna work for one person, yeah. I've been keeping it to myself, you know, thinking. But I'm a reasonable guy, yeah. I reckon I could be, what's the word, persuaded? Persuaded to give it away for, say, 1,000 gold coins? My friend, I can tell you it involves magic. Very special and very rare magic. But I shouldn't say any more than that. I need to eat, you know. Well, I like you, so I'm gonna be honest with you. Business, and if I don't have the coin to pay the Jarl, then I lose my shop. What I'm saying is, I need the money, my friend. That's all I need. Fair enough. Alright, see you again soon, my friend.
What is it? I'm sorry, what's my story? What in oblivion is your story? How dare you come in here like you own the place and expect me to explain myself to you? I beg your pardon. Cut a single hair on my beard, cast a single spell, fire a single arrow. You might have been somebody important in your old life, but down here, you're no one. Here, I own you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nonsense. Not even a peasant like you would be stupid enough to do that. Everybody knows it would break the dwarf's law and get us all killed. So I'll speak to you and the other peasants as I see fit, and there's nothing you can do about it. Got it?
Let me guess.
Now get out of
You
my
want to talk?
sight. I'm sick of you.
You there. My... What? That doesn't matter now. Stendar. He plants these images in my head. Something terrifying. But the energy... it seeps into your...
So, is it true what they sing about you? Perhaps you could show me what really happens when a Dragonborn comes?
Ah, what? My story? What a strange question. You presuppose that my life is a simple linear sequence of events. Well, that's nonsense, of course. First, most of it was so long ago I barely remember. Second, you would have to assume that the account I give you is biased heavily in my favor. And finally, my story is really much less interesting than this mysterious place. Now, do you have any sensible questions? Well, why didn't you say so? I researched Dwarven history and technology, and I'm originally from Kragenmoor in Morrowind. Now that's an interesting question. I personally don't know any way out, no. However, I have it. My thinking is that if there was a way out of here, the dwarves who built this place must have known about it. True, but we can learn all sorts of things about them from what they left behind. Inscription, and while I've discovered many things here, there are some parts I'm most interested in the palace, above the lake. That was Narnabas, and we haven't heard from him in years. Strange fellow. If you could find a way in there, I'm sure it would tell us a great deal about this place. Time travel. You know, as it happens, I do. It was a great obsession of mine for years after my wife passed. I gave up on that idea a long time ago. But recently the Jarl has asked to see. Can I ask what the nature of your interest is in this? I don't quite know what to say to that. But I always enjoy discussing my theories with a receptive mind, so I'll humor you. For argument's sake, if you found yourself in that position, you'd have only two options: to live out your days in the past, or force a paradox. A paradox, you see, would involve changing the past so as to prevent. But you'd be taking a big. Some say that whatever you do, it will lead you right back to. But me, I believe that creating a paradox should fling you back to your original time, having changed the past for you and everyone else. Well, let's say for argument's sake that you really have traveled here from the future. You could create a paradox in a few different ways. Essentially, you could do anything that would remove your means or motivation to return to the past. For example, you came here to achieve some goal. Achieving that goal would mean you will never have been motivated to come here. A paradox. Or, if the thing that allowed you to travel back in time is still here, as a past version of itself, you could simply destroy it, I suppose. That would mean, of course, that you will never have been able to travel back in time. Another paradox. But doing so could have terrible consequences. But if you really are from the future, as unlikely as that is, telling me or anybody else what happens next could have disastrous consequences too. I think it's best if we talk about something else. Well, the dwarves who built this city left inscriptions in the citadel, which translate to, "The many shall suffer." My research leads me to believe that if a single member of our community sins, it'll trigger an event, killing us all. I believe such an event occurred some years ago, which is why Metellus found the city. But to this day, there are many questions we simply don't have answers for. How? And we may never know, as long as nobody attacks or steals from anybody else. Until we know more, we all need to be on our best behavior. That is the sun under the ground. Or at least that's how it's referred to in the Dwarven text we've managed to I must of course, I'm sure we have nothing. Ah, yes. Most Dwarven armor you see these days is quite badly worn. But this piece is still perfect, after thousands of years. It also seems to have some magical properties. It all but killed Brandis when he went down there. But he didn't have a full set. If you can get down there safely, very well. Come back if you think of any questions about something you discover.
Person. I'm Lukey. I'm what passes for an alchemist and healer around here. I'll be honest, I don't much, but I wouldn't trust anyone else around here with the responsibility. And I guess somebody's gotta. Oh, don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like my neighbors. I don't like anyone. Stupid But you know what? At least down here, people are on their best behavior. I mean, people are still bastards, but at least they have to be discreet about it. Nobody's openly violent, and nobody's ever stolen anything from me. There isn't one. This place is like a firefly trap. One way in, no way out. Could be worse, though. You could be living in bloody Skyrim. Yes, what about him? He came here with his partner, full of big talk about how... Now, none of us know exactly what's down there. All I know is nobody with half a brain should go down there. Not without a way to protect themselves from the energy that killed poor Brandis. Yes, what about him? Oh, poor Brandis. At least he's no longer suffering. And let that be a lesson to any... He came... Now, all I know is... All right, see you soon, neighbor.
Help! There's a looter coming into the city. I saw a man come down the shaft, but he was on... If he makes it into the city and starts attacking people, he'll break the dwarves' law, and who knows what will happen. You have to stop him.
What was that? Filthy bandits.
Friend here might get...
Someone there. Time. This little game. Oh, thank the gods. What a... Thank you so much. If there's ever anything my husband-to-be and I can do to help you, just... Oh, there's not much to tell. My husband Habik runs the clothing store and... not that you don't look good now, I mean, it's... I guess that's why they've got me sweeping the floors, day in, day out. Did you see anyone working in the Citadel? I'll bet you didn't. They just amuse themselves all day while the... And why? Because Habik's a Redguard and I'm a Breton. I bet if we were both Imperial... The worst part is we left Solitude to get away from bigoted Nords after our son died. But here the Imperials are even worse. Of course. Oh. But if you're interested, you can talk to my husband, What would we do? Start a rebellion? No way. Not after the dwarves' warning. You know, I'd be a fool not to. If you're not convinced, you should go and talk to Brohl in his chamber. All right. If I did, but Ulrin's wife managed to escape a while back. Nice to talk to you. See you soon.
I heard you took care of some looters for us. If only there was something I could do to thank you. Let me know if you think of anything. Come and visit
Oh, hello. Oh, no, I wasn't. I'm sorry. It's just... I heard you help lots of people here. Well, my brother told me. I've asked the others for help, but they don't help me. Here, do you think you could read it for me? Tell me what it says. Well, what you did? Oh, what? No. You'll help me, won't you? You'll help me find it, please. Thank you. All I know is that it's hiding somewhere in the city. And you need this rusty key. My brother gave it to me to unlock it. I don't remember things so good, but he said it was hidden under the ground and that I have to hold my breath. That's all. Yes, what about it? Oh, all right.
By the name's Castellus Vitus, military engineer of the Imperial Legion. Out of action right now, but don't worry, I'm still in the service. Excellent. Always a pleasure to see pure Imperial stock joining our ranks down here. Somebody's got to... Now, I expect you'll have Ah yes, my workshop. How complicated can... Well, and I... But whenever you see one of these things, remember, someone or something is watching Jarl's got me working on repairs to the Citadel. This place was built to last, but it still needs an door hinges need to be oiled, cracks need to be patched up, and that bloody water pipe in the bathroom. But it's a good idea to make yourself useful around here. No doubt the Jarl will make good use of your skills too. Suspicious behavior, you say? Ah, so the Jarl has found a task for you, keeping tabs on us, hmm? Well, the Citadel's mainly full of good Imperial stock, so you don't have to worry. Lately, I've been wondering if the Citadel isn't haunted. Every now I'll be damned if I know where it's coming from, but it's not Gaia next door, so who could it be but a ghost? God's... Yes, well, not completely. A little. I think there's a single pipe on the top floor bringing water from outside the Citadel inside. Water then trickles down through each floor to the lake. But that's not all. It seems the water flowing through these pipes causes these gears to rotate. The dwarves were brilliant engineers. I doubt I could hold a candle to them. Right you are.
Do you have something to say? I'm here if you ever need me. I wonder why the Dunmer are called Dark Elves. It makes them sound really evil. never work on a farm. They are always full of tools and hoes. Those hoes are real things. Never again will I do an honest day's work. Pay for that. yourself as a bit of a blacksmith, huh? I bet you love to get real dirty. Well, you better wash off all the dirt and soot before you come any near me.
Be careful. I do not enjoy being on.